Hey guys, StandardVR back with your daily Pokemon battles. We are about 1 week from NAIC, so the prep is going hard. If you haven't yet, drop a sub. If you enjoy the content, drop a sub. If you want to see more singles content, drop a sub, because we're going to get back to that very shortly. So last time we were using the big Wheezing Koraidon team, which I thought was really good, but in testing, like, it just kind of feels like it came up short in some matchups. So we got this really cool team from, I believe, Adrian Russo, if I'm not mistaken, from the Milwaukee regional. And it's because I was like, okay, so where am I losing? I'm losing where, like, I misplay Wheezing, because Wheezing kind of, its ability kind of carries its usefulness. So, like, if Koraidon's working, Clear Amulet just kind of means Incen can't do its thing. So, like, you still have the issue of Tailwind teams kind of can give this a little bit of a problem, but we do get the big Speed Booster Flutter and the big Raging Bolt with Electro Web and, like, a lot of priorities. So, like, this team kind of cooks a little bit and kind of fills those holes where, like, Wheezing kind of doesn't really do anything. So, let's get into it, see if we can get some wins with this team. So, we have Grim. Usually these teams like to lead like a Grim Lunala, or like usually it's Grim plus restricted. I have seen a lot of very passive leads where they go Grim Incineroar, but I kind of like an Incineroar lead with, I think, just like a Flutter. I think is a good way to deal with this. And then we bring like maybe Lunala Bonnet. That Ursaluna is a little dicey, and I'm not sure how I really want to deal with it. Koraidon's good, but it's not great. We're going to try this. My first games with the team, so we're going to see what we can get done. So, right off the bat, obviously this Lunala could just Trick Room, but we could taunt it. We could fake out the Miraidon. I'm just going to throw a taunt into this Lunala, and I kind of just want to Moonblast. I don't hate it. If I'm expecting them to Trick Room, they shouldn't be attacking this Flutter Mane. So I think I'm just going to taunt and Moonblast. There's the Ursaluna. They are definitely Trick Rooming this turn. Big Moonblast is 42% as they just Moongeist Beam the Flutter Mane. That's fine. You're not doing anything now. Now, this Incen is kind of hard pinned. We're going to Bug Terra and Parting Shot on out actually on this Lunala and just drop a Protect. Yeah, there's the Protect on the Ursa. Protect the Flutter for a turn. Go ahead and pop on out of here. And now we're going to come in with... We go Brew Bonnet? We go Brew Bonnet. This means that they do have to... We just Rage Powder and Moonblast. And I think we actually Moonblast the Ursa. That's fine. We do need to break this Shadow Shield on the Lunala sooner rather than later. Moongeist is doing nothing. So here... They're probably safety goggles. I'm almost betting they're safety goggles. We can't Spore because Electric Train, so I think we just Protect and swap in Incen here. This way we re-up our Taunt, and they shouldn't really be able to do anything. There's a Moonblast. Does decent chip. There's the Taunt. So you shouldn't be going for Trick Room this turn. So, notably though, what I'm looking at, we just Rage Powder. We could even fake out there. What does that get us though? I'm not sure what this Incen really wants to do. They could Flare Blitz our Incen, which wouldn't even be bad. I want to Protect here for... No, wait, I protected last turn. Ha! We're going to go ahead and Rage Powder and just Parting Shot out on this Lunala. And we are going to come in with our own Lunala. Yep. That's fine. Because we still, what we do is we just Rage Powder and we Meteor Beam this Incineroar. And we're in a decent spot with Lunala now. Yeah, you can throw all of the attacks into this Bonnet. This Bonnet's just going to sit on the field and just say no. Incin down. Obviously the Ursaluna can come out now. And they probably have Earthquake. Does that matter? I kind of want to Spore here. And Wide Guard. They do Earthquake. Cool. Go ahead and break that Shadow Shield for us, thanks. Lunala's big asleep. Alright. We just sucker this Ursa. Actually, we just bring in the Incin. And we go ahead. Meteor Beam's already been used. We just Moongeist Beam this Lunala. This does slightly take some aggression away from this Ursaluna as they Facade, which does just pick up the Incin, but that's fine. Nice 44% to the Miraidon. Still got one more turn of Trick Room. We go Bonnet. We Rage Powder it up. And we Moongeist Beam this Miraidon. Okay, there's the Facade. It's a big Moongeist Beam. Nasty crit. That definitely mattered. That'd be like the biggest roll in history. What, 44 to 56%? It's insane. Alright. Now we should be good just to Moonblast the Ursaluna and Moongeist Beam the Lunala. Yeah, that's fine. Pretty sure Fluttermane picks up at 35%. Ooh, the Wake Up though, as they Trick Room. Not bad, not bad. So they've shown Earthquake. I think we protect here. And we Moongeist Beam the Lunala. Headlong, good play. Alright, yeah, they got us. GG's. Unfortunate sleep turns, but is what it is. Let's get another one. Alright, we got Kyogre Zacian with some Tornadus. Alright, Trick Room is preferred. I don't think we can get it up. The other issue is also rain in general. It's going to give this team a bit of a problem. I'm assuming Grass Terra on the Kyogre. Covert Cloak or Ghost Terra. Torn. Trying to think of how exactly we deal with this. Could go, if we go Incin off the rip. If we go Incin Bolt. They could lead Kyogre Orlando and really pin us. I don't mind Incin Lunala into like a fake out Meteor Beam play. And then we'll bring like Bolt and Koraidon in the back. Now there's the Zacian. We get a big Intimidate off on them. Alright, so I think this is going to be a Taunt Tornadus. So I don't even think I'm going to bother trying to Trick Room. I'm just going to Meteor Beam it. Because if I can get rid of it without you setting up Tailwind, we're in decent shape. Yeah, that's fine. Taunt's fine. Just got to hit this Meteor Beam. Cool. No Tailwind. Obviously, a lot of their mons are still just faster in general. But it's what it is. So here, I actually want to swap out into Koraidon and just throw off a Moongeist Beam into the Landorus, because I think it's a little bit dicier than this Kyogre and Sun. double hit Sandstorm, crit the Koraidon, very unfortunate. There's the Ice Beam into the Koraidon as well, reading that switch, which is absolutely insane. But now you are locked onto the field with Kyogre and Sun and an intimidated Zacian. So, fake out there. I think we just Moongeist Beam there. Yeah, there's the scoop. GG's. Yeah, it's not doing anywhere near enough. And now that Moongeist Beam. Half. Yup. Cool. Team works. Let's get another one. Alright, another Kyogre, Zacian, Torn. So I think the same thing. I think Lunala is really good into this. I don't see a world where we get super punished for that. Koraidon and Bolt I still think is good in the back. I don't think the Serena really affects that matchup. Trying to think if there's a situation where we do bring the Sash Flutter. Moonblast and Shadow Ball don't do a whole lot into Zacian. I'll just bring the Bolt. Alright, there's the Zacian, there's the Torrent. Same leads as last time. So again, I'm expecting just a Taunt and probably a Protect there. But same thing, we're just going to... Oh, a Serena switch. That's true. Queenly Majesty, good play. No fake out. You get a big Swords Dance off. Serena might be gone. No. Bulky Serena. That's okay. I think we Flare Blitz here. Don't know what you want to do. You could play rough. I think I just Terra Water and Moongeist Beam. Yeah, that's fine, because I think this Moongeist Beam is going to cook. Good damage. That is within range of Thunderclap. That's all I need. Triple Axle is interesting. There's a big Bolt. Obviously, you can Swords Dance, but I'm going to lock that up with Thunderclap. And I honestly think if all you're going for is Triple Axle, I don't think that KO's Bolt, for one. I think we lock that up with Thunderclap. And if we Thunderclap and Trick Room. Oh yeah, Serena's on the board. I am playing horribly today. Anyways, GG's. We'll get another one. That one was super short and I played horribly. So, scoop that one up. Because I don't think that Koraidon's winning that one out. Alright, we got a Koraidon Lunala mirror with completely different mons in the back. Cool. We have to be wary of that Gambit. That is a big bully. Meteor Beam Lunala is good, though. Water Terror Lunala is cracked in this matchup, except for into that Hands and Rillaboom. But we can deal, I think. So... what I'm looking at, if we lead Flutter, that means that you have to Fire Terra your Koraidon. I think we could lead Flutter Lunala. That way they can't fake out anything. And we could bring an Instant in the back. I don't think it's bad. Koraidon's good to check the Gambit if we need to. And what is the last? Incineroar is always good, to be honest. I also like Bonnet for some redirection kind of stuff. I do really like Bolt though to check like a Flying Terra King Gambit. Bolt's good. I like Bolt. I like Bolt and the Koraidon too, especially Fairy Terra. Alright, there's the Volcarona and the Lunala. So they can Quiver, they can Trick Room, they can do a lot of things. They're going to Terra there, maybe. They also might just Rage Powder, which isn't even bad, and they could start stacking some Calm Minds. However, we're going to go ahead and make sure they're slower, and we're going to go ahead and Meteor Beam this Volcarona. Probably a little telegraphed, but I think it's fine. A Covert Cloak Volk? Yep. I think even at neutral, your Volcarona's gone. Yeah. Moongeist Beam, fine. Lunala gone, but your Shadow Shield's also broken. We just come in with Koraidon. There's the Iron Hands. Super fast Flutter Mane. I think you're going to Moongeist Beam. I'm going to go into Raging Bolt and I'm just going to Protect. I think you're just going to Moongeist Beam the Flutter Mane and fake out the Koraidon. I did change this Koraidon. They originally had Life Orb Close Combat, which I know is a very popular set right now. I am more of a fan of just the Clear Amulet Collision Course. Just to, you know, really check. Or, I mean, it basically works like a Weezing, right? That was my thought process in changing that. So, I don't know what you really want to do. Low Kick's going to do a lot of damage. They're trying to hold off on Terra because they got a Koraidon in the back and I have a Flutter Mane. Do we think they're Water Terra? I mean, that's the big question. I think we just kind of Thunderbolt this and Flare Blitz it. And yeah, that just gets the KO. Drain Punch, no Low Kick. Low Kick would have been really close to a KO, if not a one-hit KO there. There's their own Koraidon. I could just drop a Draco. They're going to Fire Terra that, though. But I'm kind of... This Iron Hands is going to become a huge problem, which is why I'm kind of looking at a Draco. Into just, like... kind of like Draco Collision Course. There's the Fire Terror. There's Flare Blitz. Bolt's gone. No Draco. Reese Collision Course this. Iron Hands. Just get some chip on it. Drain Punch does pick up. I don't know if Flutter can 1v1 this. Well, they can't because that's just going to Flare Blitz and blow everything up. Their only shot that we would have would be like a double protect, which I don't think we're going to get, and that doesn't even pick up on Iron Hands. So GG's. Fun team. I think once I learn the lines on this team, this could actually be a very viable team for NAIC. If you've made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Peace.